that time of year. School supply season is upon us. We have a massive haul for our homeschooling family with lots of learning resources, curriculum, all of it, all for my first grader and preschoolers. So this is actually just part of it. We're gonna go through it today, and then I'm going to come back on and video when the rest arrives because my kids cannot wait to get into these boxes. I've tried to hold them off long enough. So let's get started. So in this video, I'm primarily just showing you everything that we got and a little bit about why, but most of it is going to come in future videos. So be sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I'm going to talk about each of the different categories or school subjects and why we are piecing it together the way we are. So we have the DK, Our World in Pictures, Countries of the World, and I'm really excited for this one. I got a ton of really great spine books, like resource books with lots of colorful pictures this time. Another one is A Child Through Time, a book of children's history. So obviously we're going to be using these for a lot of our like social studies, geography, history. We're going to incorporate that. So another thing that we use a lot is our Brain Quest little cards. We use these when we are studying in line at Disney World. We are the most magical homeschool on earth, so we learn, grow, and explore everywhere we go, and a lot of the time it's at Disney World because we live here in Mickey's backyard. So they are probably beyond grade 1, but we're going to use them, and we'll see what or if we will need the next one later on this year. So we also are going to do sight words, lots of different games with sight words this time around. My girls, especially my upcoming first grader, really does do pretty well with her phonics so far. She can phonetically read a lot of things, and so a lot of these sight words are decodable, and so we have already learned them in a decodable way, so we are going to just practice them and reading them faster with lots of games, and this is one of them. We actually love national parks as a family, so I got a book. My daughter and I have been reading some longer form read-alouds, especially in the evenings before we go to bed, and so I got this book about a mystery series in the national parks because I thought that'd be fun. It's very useful for our family as we explore. This is Explode the Code, so I got only a few of the volumes. So I have 5, 6, 8, and 7 because we were gifted, not by the company, but from a friend, some of the other versions. So we are currently working on 2, I believe. We're just like doing it as a review throughout the summer. And so we have the 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4.5, 5.5, and 6.5 already. That was from a friend, and we have really loved this summer. So I'll talk more about that in another video and how we're going to utilize it, because it's not going to be our main language arts curriculum. It's just going to be extra. Okay, next box. Ooh, this is exciting for me. The Nature Connection and Outdoor Workbook. So my daughter has really been enjoying like nature walks. She's really gotten into it this year, specifically in the summertime here in Florida, which is not my favorite, but we are working through it, and I'm really excited to do more nature activities with her later on. So we'll add this to our science section, which we are very eclectic. So if you haven't noticed, we do have some actual curriculum coming up hopefully in one of these boxes, and some of it is coming in a couple of days, so I'll film that part later. We did get theology. Now I've heard good things about this. I haven't read through it myself, so we are going to dig into this book, and I will open it another day, and we'll use that as a portion of our Bible curriculum. Oh, we have another game. So we love Game School. Game School is the best. We are going to learn a little bit more about the US states. I have a pretty cool resource that I got from the Waldock Way that we've been utilizing to learn about the different states, and I will link that below if you're interested, and you can see more about how we've utilized it as we travel throughout the United States, because we do travel a lot as a family. But this is just a game to help us learn more about the states, because we love learning in game form. Speaking of travel, we are traveling to Europe this summer, or at the end of the summer, kind of fall. We are going to go to the UK, Spain, and France, and we'll be there for a month. So we're going to do a lot of like learning about those countries before and during our travel. So one of the books that I have is Spain, Travel for Kids. We have Look at Me, I'm Going to Spain, which is in English and in Spanish. We are trying to practice our Spanish a lot more this year to be bilingual. hopefully eventually. My husband is bilingual, but my kids are not yet, so we're working on it. Let's see, we have 13 artists children should know. So this will be when we do art, we will learn from these amazing artists. Wow, there's no organization in here. So we get what we get when we pull it out, right? Okay, we have 100 time tests for addition and subtraction. So we're gonna practice doing our adding and subtracting a little faster. She does really well. Even in kindergarten, she was doing double digit addition and not subtraction yet, but addition. So we are gonna work on this and see how far we can get in here and how quickly we can do them. She likes being timed on things, so I'm excited to see how she does with that. Let's see, color by sight words. This is another thing to just make it more fun. A fun way for us to learn our words a little bit faster. Learn to read a little bit faster. Some of those high frequency words is what I prefer to call them. Another really fun thing that I'm planning on using a lot with my both kids, but especially my preschooler, I'm going to be writing on some of these and doing a lot of activities, is we're going to have a ton of magnet tiles, and we already have some, and we have a ton of building materials, and my girls will build these elaborate big cities, and I just love seeing them build. I think it uses great critical thinking skills. We'll do a lot of STEM related things with them, and it's going to be so much fun. So stay tuned for that. Okay, next I'm really excited because I've always wanted a big globe, but we ended up going for, I really want to just open this one up right now. Okay, we really wanted a big globe because, again, travel is so important to our family, and seeing the world and experiencing the world and learning about the world and different cultures. And so we got the one from Leapfrog where you are. Okay, rookie mistake, my camera battery just died. So yes, we are looking forward to learning about the different areas around the world, different cultures, different countries, through some hands-on, like manipulative type action. I think the girls are really gonna love this, so am I. So this is something we're really looking forward to. Now, next box. Ooh, that was heavy. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Another high frequency word activity. Now this one I got because I really wanted to be able to utilize it when we are again in lines, on planes, doing the things that we do a lot as a family, all that travel and the time spent at theme parks. So I got it in this form for flashcard's sake. Let's see what else we got. I had a recommendation to try these books. I'm trying to find fun books for my kiddos to enjoy, and I did not read a lot as a kid. I have a mild form of dyslexia, long story, and so I just didn't enjoy it. So I did not know a lot of book series. If you have a favorite, drop it down in the comments below, especially for first grade or kindergarten and preschoolers as well, I suppose. I would love to hear all about your recommendations because I need a lot. Now, this is the Lighthouse Keepers, which is a box set. I don't know much about it, but I had good recommendations for it, so stay tuned. We'll see how my daughter enjoys them. Now, this one, I had also got a recommendation from a friend. We do not technically use the exact methods that Dave Ramsey uses for like Financial Peace University, but and I will not be utilizing this in its entirety in the exact way that they intend to use it, but I will be using aspects of it, and I'm really excited about it because I want my kids to be proficient and wise and good stewards with their money. So I got Financial Peace for Kids. So I am looking forward to trying this out. I've seen a friend use it and they've really enjoyed it. So my girls see them all the time and how they use it. So encouraging recommendations. So I'm looking forward to trying this out. Hopefully it goes well for our family. What do you guys use? How do you teach your kids about money and the responsibilities of it, especially at this young age? Give me your recommendations down below. Let's help each other out, pals. So this is another just manipulative hands-on thing that my girls love to engage with. We had one and a lot of the pieces had broken. We got it from a thrift store, but we need a new one. They use it too much to not get a new one, so we decided to get this Marble Run set, and we're looking forward to playing with that. It's still school in my opinion. I mean, we're homeschoolers, right? Anything could be school. So we have a sketchbook because my daughter has been really enjoying drawing, especially when it comes to drawing things she's seen on walks or in books or things that she's learning about. So we got a big sketchbook for her. And then my other daughter really loves drawing as well. It's one of her favorite things, and she's actually really great at it. She's so little, but she's so good at it. So we have some extra things for her. Now here we have finally made it to one of our actual curriculums, at least the core part that we'll be utilizing, and that is our Horizons math books. We have book 1 and book 2 in this packet. I'll talk more about why we chose it and how we're going to utilize it in a future video about all the things we're going to utilize for math. But we have another activity where we're going to learn about cities around the world, and this is a game. It's Guess in 10. So we are going to learn about different cities from all over the world and things that make them unique and special, and why we might want to learn about them and travel to them one day. Which ones have we traveled to so far? We're going to have fun exploring and finding that out. All right, so dun, 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 dun. I got Nim's Island because that is a book that I remember reading, or at least bits and pieces of it. So where's their movie? Maybe I read the book or watched the movie. I'm not sure, but I'm excited because it's all about adventure, and my daughter loves adventure. Both of them do. I do keep saying my daughter. It is primarily for my first grader. My 3-year-old almost 4-year-old does not have the attention span yet to listen to chapter books most of the time, and that's okay. But one day she will, so she will hopefully enjoy reading them as well. So, oh, that's heavy. Pregnant mama does not like lifting heavy things. Okay. Ooh. So this is a game that I actually will probably give them for Christmas. We love playing games in our family. They practice my oldest will read the instructions, and she has to practice math and different strategic things. So we love learning through games, and I'll do probably a full video on all of our favorite games. We have a full game room upstairs. It's massive. The number of games is probably a problem, but I'll tell you my favorites in another video, so subscribe. But we are Big Ticket to Ride family. This is the first journey, so for littles learning, that's for them. All right, some paper pens. I love these pens for myself, so these are for me when I am planning and writing in my planner. We are often on the road and traveling, so I got this washable mini markers. So they are little markers that they can color with from their crate, and they have their own little case, so that's really nice. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, we have the fidget game. So I'm really excited for this. I just saw that they have a Spanish version, so I am a little bit on the fence if I want to go ahead and get that. My girls aren't quite to the point that they are reading anything in Spanish yet, so I'm not sure if I'm ready to incorporate that. I'm not bilingual myself. I only understand it a little bit, but it does sound very intriguing, and I'm very hopeful to try it in the future. So the fidget game for learning our high frequency words, more about them. What else we got? Dun, 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 dun. Another book set. So this is the Magic Tree House, and this is graphic novels. So my oldest really loves like comic books and reading graphic novels, and just the flow of them. I never read them as a kid or as an adult. My husband really likes them, and so they bond over that. So this is for them. They're going to hopefully really enjoy these. I know that reading is, I want to get her really excited about reading, find something she really loves. So we're kind of just trialing out a lot of different things. Popsicle sticks. Can you ever have enough popsicle sticks for crafts? Okay, bring it on. Here we go. Here. All right. We have some kids' scissors because somehow they always disappear. I don't know where they go. It's not good. But we only had one, or we had 2 pairs of kids' scissors, and both of them have up and left. So we got some more. All right. So Mrs. Bernard's, Miss Bernard is a wild card. So this is a game that helps, like there's Oh, so you're putting together sentence structures. I had to remember what I bought this for. You had to put together sentence structures, and so I'm really excited for that. My daughter is only in first grade, or going into first grade, but I think that this will be fun and a way for her to engage with like literature and writing in a way that is engaging and fun for her. Kind of a break from what we chose for our primary homeschool language arts curriculum, which was a big move. We changed what we had previously been doing this year, so that hasn't arrived yet, so I will show you in a future or later on in this video. This is Rapid Rumble. It's another really fun game, so I'll show you more about each of the games because I don't want this video to be like an hour long, you know? So I'll show you more about it in another video. We got some modeling clay for arts and crafts because my daughters could do crafts all day long and still not be satisfied. There's so much. They have so many ideas. I love watching Out of the Box as a kid, and my daughters just got into that show and they'll watch it from time to time, and we're doing crafts like crazy. It's so much fun. We got some expo markers because our old ones were all dried out. Can anyone say 3-year-old? And then we just got those from Target. Same thing from these. We got these leveled readers, which I'm not a huge fan of leveled readers. We'll have a lot of readers, but my girls do love learning about animals, so like mother, like daughter. So we have a ton of these that were just $1 for a set of 2 at the Target dollar spot, at the Target, whatever that place is called. That's where we got it. All right. Ooh, this is a map of the world puzzle. My youngest really loves puzzles, and my older daughter likes them as well. But either way, we're really going to enjoy learning through puzzles this year. Anybody else a huge manipulative fan? I don't want to just learn. I don't want to learn by just looking at a book. I would get bored, let alone my little kids. So we got some wiki sticks. If you've never used these, they're so much fun and they're so great to have on planes. We have some big plane rides coming up over the next few months, and my girls go on planes a lot, but I think this will be one of our longest ones. No, Hawaii was probably our longest, but we still have some long plane rides, and this is going to be great for that, and great for when we do read aloud times. We're going to use those for like a quiet, hands-on thing that they can do while they're listening. All right, so here we have some skill builders, first grade reading activity set. So this is just another manipulative so that she can help like learn when she is spelling and blending and things like that. I could have made these myself, however, it was pre-made and I don't have time for that. So this was great. I'm looking forward to utilizing this. Ooh, the first part of our language arts curriculum has come. We have Abeka. That's right. I went the Abeka route this time. I decided to bite the bullet and just try it. We are gonna kind of tweak it for our own purposes, and I will show you how we're doing that in our language arts video about what we're gonna utilize for first grade for language arts. But this is the spelling and poetry level 1, and we'll dive more into that later. But let's talk about this game. So there's a game about making change. So we are going to just learn more about money, and it's just going to be a fun way for us to engage in doing that. And I actually just needed some more money and money sets because our old ones, you know, they always disappear. So our kids play a lot of pretend store, and we have a lot of friends come over, and those little pieces get ripped or torn or messed up. So we have some more now, and in a fun game form. So that's all I have for right now.
Another thing we got was the human body card game, and there are several of these that I have on my wish list of activities that we want to learn through game form and from Professor Noggin, and this is just one of them. We also were gifted from a friend, not a company, but we were gifted these Phonics readers from Horizons, and so we will utilize these from time to time. We also have another full curriculum that we'll be utilizing, so I'm not sure how much we will use these. It just depends on what my daughter enjoys, and so this is kind of a trial period. Now, we did get the timeline of everyone. This is from the Smithsonian, so this is a lot of information, and we will pick and choose what we learn about this upcoming season based on what we'll be learning about in our curriculum and in our unit studies. So we did get her some Pokemon Phonics books. Now again, you want them to have fun reading, and my daughter sometimes needs that encouragement, so we picked out something she would love, which she's really into Pokemon right now. Again, we have a big national park family, so we went to Ollie's and we got this sticker by number book, which I'm wondering why it's not called, well, it is. That's what it is. So she can practice her numbers and her fine motor skills, and she can do the stickers for those. All right. We also got this for my youngest daughter. It's just my first geography workbook, which is really exciting. We got a few of them. So we have the southern states, which we've been to most of them. The Midwest and northern states, we've only been to a couple. At least she has, my youngest. And then we have Wonders of the World. This is just a beautiful book. I really love this book. We are going to Paris, so this is one of those fun things we want them to be excited about. And so this is just some really cool pictures that will hopefully keep them engaged as we're learning about the world around us. And we have the Children's Illustrated Atlas, which I'm also in love with. I just love how colorful and beautiful it is. There is just so much to learn as an adult, let alone kids, and it's in an engaging way. So highly suggest those. The rest of our items have made it here, and I'm going to show you at least what we're getting in this beginning haul at the beginning of the year. So we did get another one of our cool games that will help us when we are like on the road or at the theme parks, and they're just really cool like trivia type games to help us learn in a fun and unique way. I also have a ton of these like science readers, and so we're just gonna incorporate that into our reading and science because my kids love them, especially, and we just got these from a thrift store, so nothing fancy there, but these are all of them. They got to pick them out. So I just really like it when they get to pick things out because I feel like they will be more engaged when they are reading them themselves, especially all these animal ones. They're really excited. So we incorporate those into reading, science, and into geography because a lot of the things with animals, we will talk about the culture and like all the social sciences in that as well. Oh, a few more. Now, we were gifted this from a friend, and it is kindergarten science experiments, but I'm pretty sure with my science background, I can kind of make sure it is good for my first grader and my preschooler, and we're just gonna have some fun with this. So there's tons of different science experiments in here, and let's see, another thing a friend gave us that they didn't end up using, but we have already started using and we've enjoyed it so far. This is going to be kind of like a spine that we're going to use for this first year of history. So this is my story and the world around me. So this is by Master Books, and there's reading, writing, different games and activities. I will show you more about this later. So this is kind of just like a soft introduction along with all the other things that we are putting together to create that curriculum. Now, we do have a handwriting book. My youngest daughter, who is 3, loves to write, which is very different than my 6-year-old. She loves writing. And so she is always asking to practice. And so we just got her one of these quick and easy books off Amazon. And then for my older daughter, who is 6, going into first grade again, we're going to try out the Handwriting Without Tears books. So I'm excited about those. Now she can write her little letters. She knows her letters. We just need to fine tune some things, definitely work on some different aspects of printing. So it comes with a journal so she can draw and write about what she is drawing about. They have these little pencils, Learning Without Tears, and then the stickers with the different prints. And this is the teacher's guide. I don't know how much I'll use this. I'll talk about that more in our language arts section on that video. But then coming in strong with the Abeka curriculum, we're going to talk about what we purchased. We did not purchase everything, and we might end up getting more. Ooh, gotta get this down. We might end up getting more later on. We're just gonna see how this goes because we did recently do the curriculum from The Good and the Beautiful, and I'll talk about why we're not doing it this year more in another video. But so we are just trying this out for the first time, and we do already have our spelling book, Spelling and Poetry, that I showed you earlier, but then this one just came in. So we did only get the first 3 readers. So we have Fun with Pets, Tiptoes, and Stepping Stones. So we are going to start with these 3 readers, and assuming we like them, we'll get the rest. Then we have our language seat work. So this, again, I'm going to flip through all of these a little bit more later. So we're going to do this book, Letters and Sounds, which is just another language arts curriculum. And then the big hefty teacher's book. Hey baby, 1 second. Nope, stay there. Thank you. Okay, sorry, don't show my kiddos on screen. So this is our big old teacher's lesson plans, and I do think I'm gonna utilize this for the first year, just to get a feel on what the... So I had to do a quick pause because my 6-year-old came down, and I don't typically show her on camera. So she's upstairs actually on her new laptop. Now it's not just hers, it's a family laptop, but she's utilizing it for a few different resources, including some outschool classes and other learning platforms, which I will detail in another video. But one thing she's using right now is Dinolingo, so she's doing a little bit of her Spanish practice right now, and I'm gonna have to go up there and kind of give her some instruction on what I think she should learn next, because we are doing a full unit on Spain when we are traveling there. She really wants to make friends in Spain, which I think is adorable. Okay, so back to this. We do plan on doing the teacher's manual. I will be going into these pretty extensive lesson plans and making it work for our family. I do not intend to utilize everything. We did not even purchase everything, like I said, so be sure you're subscribed, hit that notification bell so you can see how we plan on utilizing it. If you have a way that you utilize it with your family, or I would love to hear your tips, tricks, resources that have been really beneficial for your family these past few homeschooling years. And if you have any questions, let me know down in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next time.